My name is Hawari Gloria, an ECD advocate. So we're going to look something about Sustainable Development Goal. Under Sustainable Development Goal, we are going to look at goal number 5, which talks about the gender equality. Sustainable Development Goal 5 A for gender equality is intrinsically linked to Sustainable Development Goal 4, which calls for inclusive and equitable quality education. Gender responsive early childhood education is a fundamental step in achieving Sustainable Development Goal 4. Ensuring all children, regardless of sex, have access to quality early learning opportunities. Therefore, linked to ECD, this goal helps to dismantle gender stereotypes from an early age by promoting inclusive education and ensuring both boys and girls have equal opportunity for development. As we work as ECD advocates, we work to ensure that we promote inclusive learning environment, creating safe and conducive learning spaces where all children feel valued and respected, regardless of their gender. For example, using diverse and conducive educational materials that showcase different roles and professions for both boys and girls. How do we promote inclusive learning education as an ECD advocate? As I've just explained, we provide the materials to both boys and girls. For us as parents, we think some materials are best to be used by boys for play and some are best to be used by girls to play. But that should not be the case. For instance, we as the parents, we like to buy these dolls for only girls for playing at an early age. And boys, we always provide them with balls. But you know that the world of today has come in. Both boys and girls, they have the equal opportunity to have the play materials. Boys can play with the dolls and girls can play with the balls. That's why you see this internationally, girls are now coming up as players in football. Now, when we provide these things materials at an early age, it will help them to develop holistically. Changing stereotypes. Addressing and challenging gender stereotypes in an early childhood education, such as encouraging girls to participate in STEM activities and boys engage in nurturing roles. For instance, providing opportunities for children to engage in role-playing activities that will break down traditional roles. Dear advocates outside there, our tradition has been killing the potentials of our younger children. How? In those years, our ancestors could just restrict girls to do particular things and boys doing other things and make them not to join together in role playing. And that one has been killing the potential, has been killing the ability to develop the talents in one sex. Therefore, let's try to come up as advocates so that we bridge that gap, so that we make these two sexes to value themselves, to know that they have the equal opportunity to play and to use all other sort of materials in order to break the traditional norms. Encouraging diverse role modeling. Children to divert role models who defy traditional gender norms, such as female scientists, engineers, and leaders. This can help broaden children's understanding of what is possible for them. I like the leadership of Uganda. For instance, girls have been given equal opportunity to education to boys. As such, there are some female leaders, like in politics, like in the education sectors, where they are now at the same pace with the men. Therefore, as an ECD advocate, if we could start building and bringing these children from their childhood, therefore, we shall see the signing of our nation Uganda. To add on that, fostering critical thinking, encouraging critical thinking and problem-solving skills in all children, regardless of gender. This can be achieved through open-ended questions, discussions, and activities that promote creativity and innovation. You know, these children here, both boys and girls, they think at the same pace. They have the same thinking capacities. If we give them that, if we engage them with some challenging questions, you will find them giving different answers because they have the mind. The both sexes have the same mind to understand, to break down what you have given to them. And you find the answers when you give them tasks. We need to also support inclusive teaching practices, providing teachers with the training and resources to promote inclusive teaching practices, such as assuring gender-neutral languages and avoiding biasnesses in classroom teaching. Like, if you take the traditional way of learning, where boys are taken to be trained by their aunties, mothers, and boys are taken to be trained by the uncles, which was not okay. As an ACD advocate, there are members outside there. Let's try to bring these children together and train them as one, and we shall see the impact to our nation, Uganda. We need to also encourage families and communities working together to promote gender equality. How can we make the community outside there to achieve this one here? In ECD schools, we have to build PTA committees. When I talk about PTA committees, I mean Parents Teachers Association, to address the issues affecting the girl child, affecting the boy child as well, so that we come up with one resolution to help and address as a whole. In that, we shall achieve all these successes and have a better development of our nation Uganda. Therefore, my members outside there, implementing these strategies contribute to more inclusive and equitable learning environment that promotes gender equality and supports the development of all children, regardless of their sex, regardless of their ability, regardless of who they are, to see the betterness of our country, Uganda. I still remain our Gloria and ECD specialist. Thanks for watching.